Let's get this over with. Hey everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel, #MovieBay. I am MovieBay, and in this video, I'm going to be doing a review over the Traitors US Season 3 finale and reunion episode. But before I get too into it though, please consider subscribing to the channel because here on MovieBay, I do reviews, reactions, and commentary to movies and television. And if that's the type of content you like, you might as well stick around and hit the subscribe button. And if you find yourself enjoying my commentary along the way, don't be afraid to give me a thumbs up. And you are always welcome to leave your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below because I don't know, like if you've been with me this entire season, you're not gonna be surprised by what I'm saying. But if you're just now finding this video, we might have a difference of opinion. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. Let's go ahead and get into this finale episode. I'm just kidding. That was like a snore. Because Danielle is eliminated. All right, so we know that it came down to a tiebreaker between Ivar and Danielle, so they had to vote once again. And Brittany swears that Dolores gave her a signal with her eyes that she voted for Danielle. So in turn, Brittany voted for Danielle as well, making this the second time that Brittany has quote-unquote stabbed Danielle in the back. So Danielle is eliminated or banished. Yep, that's it. Okay, so at the end of the round table, I'm looking at my notes. At the end of the round table, Alan says that Brittany gets a seer. One, I hate that he announced it in front of everybody. I feel like it should have been a secret, but okay. But he announced it in front of everybody, and basically the seer power is new this season. And it's one person gets this power. They get to invite somebody to dinner and ask their true identity to see if they are a faithful or a traitor. I don't like this twist. I feel like early in the season, yes. Late as this is in the season, no, because this literally is a make or break of somebody's game. But if it's earlier in the season when it's still like a lot of people, it's like, who do I choose? You know what I'm saying? Like it's the odds are you're not choosing a traitor. I guess you could say that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I just feel like if we keep this twist, maybe this should be something that is introduced earlier in the season as opposed to the last freaking episode. So Brittany wins the power and she decides to choose Gabby, and of course Gabby is a faithful. When Brittany chose, or before even Brittany got to choose, Dylan came up with this like strategy, like, well, whoever she chooses, if she says that they are a traitor, then we can automatically assume that it's a gameplay and that she's the traitor. But if she says that whoever she chooses is a faithful, then we're gonna be back at square one. So when Brittany came back and told everybody that Gabby was a faithful, then it was kind of like, oh, okay, now we're back at square one. We don't know if Brittany is a traitor or a faithful. I feel like that Brittany should have chosen Dolores because just at the end, like when it came down to the fire pit, I feel like it would have been easier to manipulate Dolores as opposed to Gabby. Or I feel like this is when Brittany could have chosen to break up Ivar and Dylan, because just like later on in the episode, how she pitched it, no matter what, Ivar and baby Dylan Efron, they're gonna go to the end together because they are the last two guys and they know that it has to be a female traitor. We got 3 females around us. It has to be another female. 2 guy traitors are out, 2 female traitors are out. You know what I'm saying? If all else fails, maybe somebody was recruited. At this point, I feel like the most suspicious is on Brittany and Dylan. So that's why I would have chosen Dylan. And then after the meeting, I would have chosen to disclose. Like, I would have been like, actually, I choose not to share that information. I'm not going to share if he's a traitor or a faithful. That way, a lot of people would have been like, why not? Maybe they have some type of alliance. Maybe it's 2 traitors trying to protect each other. So as Brittany, if I have suspicion on me, especially after how Danielle, left the round table, I'm bringing somebody down with me. So if I get voted out, you get voted out, Dylan. Okay, so let's proceed, shall we? The next banishment, basically, here we go. Basically, the next banishment is Brittany versus Dylan. Brittany is trying to work on the girls to get the guys out. And like I said, she's basically pushing the narrative, like, no matter what, Dylan and Ivar are going to take each other to the end. And as a faithful or a traitor, that's not good for y'all's game because they could keep voting y'all out until it's just those two left standing because they believe in each other. And I thought that was good, and I feel like she really should have focused on that more so and brought that back up at the round table. So Dylan is suspicious of Brittany for obvious reasons, but more particularly how Danielle left. She said nice things about everybody at the round table except for Brittany. She brought up how Brittany stabbed her in the back again. Okay, so now it's time. Of course, Ivar's gonna vote with Dylan, and at this point, Gabby and Dolores are swing votes, so that's why Brittany is trying to work them. So at the round table, like I said, it's Brittany versus Dylan, and I feel like Brittany had a really good argument because Dylan brought up how, I can't remember. It's been a week since not a week, but it's been since Thursday since I watched this episode. But I do remember that Dylan brought up some points that I was like, Brittany, you can literally say the same thing about Dylan. And then Brittany said, Dylan, I find that strange because you can literally say the same thing about you. And I said, yes, she has just won this argument. Flip that back on him because it's true. Just like I was close with traitors, you've been close with traitors. I voted for people, you voted for, you know what I'm saying? Like, we literally have similar games. So if you're saying that I'm a traitor, it's very well possible that you could be the traitor. You know what I'm saying? And then I also would have pulled up that point to Dolores and Gabby that no matter what, it's not good for us to keep these two in the game because they're going to take each other to the end, and they could just split the money between them two. They could vote every single one of us out one by one until it's only those two left standing. You know what I'm saying? So I wish he would have brought that up at the round table, but it is a unanimous vote and Brittany is eliminated. And at the last round table, she does not get to reveal if she is a faithful or a traitor, but they had to have one last round table, right? So now it's the four left: Lord Ivar, Dolores, Baby Dylan Efron, and Gabby. And of course, y'all know if y'all watched the season before, they get to vote at the round pit on who they believe is a faithful. Like, should we continue the game or should we end the game? The only exciting point about this was Dylan is a little bit still suspicious of Gabby because maybe she was in cahoots with Brittany, and Brittany lied and said that Gabby was a faithful when she was really a traitor to protect her game. And then, of course, people are suspicious of Dylan because Brittany threw shade on Dylan at the round table. By the way, I forgot to say this. If I was Brittany, before I honed in on Dylan, I would have laid suspicions on every single person. That's why I wouldn't have even disclosed if whoever I invited to the seer, I wouldn't have disclosed if they were a faithful or a traitor to anybody in the group. You know what I'm saying? And I would have put suspicion on everybody. How they talked about Lord Ivar and I guess his early run-ins at the beginning of the game. Dolores is a housewife. We got rid of all the housewives, or all the housewives are gone, but she's the last one standing. Suspicious. I would have, of course, talked about Dylan Efron's game, how he was close to every single traitor that was eliminated. And then, because I wouldn't have said Gabby was a faithful, I would have brought up that argument from yesterday about Gabby with the innocent, doughy-eyed person, and she's the last person of her alliance left standing as well. So I would have put suspicions on everybody. That way, at this fire pit, even if I'm gone, y'all gonna be suspicious of each other, and y'all gonna be turning on each other and stabbing each other in the back. Okay. So yeah, there's only suspicions lie on Dylan and Gabby, but everybody chose to end the game. Yay, they split the money 4 ways. Okay, boom. Now it's time to get to the reunion. But if you are enjoying my commentary, please give the video a thumbs up and leave your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. I'm not going to hold you. The finale was a little bit lackluster, but most finales are when it comes to the US. Minus Sari. Season 1, that was a good fire pit. And the foreign Traitors episodes, I feel like depending on who gets down to the fire pit, it's good. Because usually a traitor does make it down to that fire pit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, ooh, are they going to get them out or not? Anyways, let's go ahead and get into the reunion. I'm not going to talk about everything. I'm going to talk about 2 points specifically, because when I tell y'all this reunion pissed me off, I was yelling and cussing and talking over them, and I had to keep rewinding because of course I started talking over people because it's like, shut up at this point, okay? Let's talk about the reunion. And like I said, I'm only going to talk about 2 points because only really 2 points mattered. Bob versus Dolores. So Dolores is upset because Dolores is upset because Bob said he didn't know her, and she said that it was in a mean way. And I am subscribed to Bob on multiple platforms. I follow him on, or I follow them because he's non-binary. I follow them on Instagram, multiple YouTube channels. I was watching Bob's reviews on the Traitors. And Bob did say on his YouTube review that he did not know Dolores. I think he said that on Twitter as well. But he said that because Dolores, your little fan base and your little Housewives fan base, y'all were spamming Bob. I was in the comments, bro. I was watching his live as he was reviewing. That y'all were in the comments heavy about, oh, you just got rid of good TV and you don't know what you just did. And Dolores is funny. Dolores is the moment. Da, 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 da. Like that, Dolores' fans were going hard at Bob. And Bob said, I don't even know Dolores. Like, I did not want to eliminate her to spite her or to spite the fan base or to make the show boring. I don't know. I didn't know who she was and I didn't know who anybody was when I came there. So for Dolores to be offended by this, it's like, shut up. And the crazy part is I actually like Dolores on the Traitors season. Like, I was wondering, like, especially because her fan base was going so hard. I was like, I wonder what she could have brought. But for you to really be butthurt because somebody said they didn't know you, I didn't know you. I didn't know you either. I don't watch Housewives unless it's Atlanta. Power to the people. I only know a little bit about Potomac and the Black Housewives. I'm gonna just say it. That's it. Ion, didn't know you either, boo. Like, and it's kind of like, it's no shade. Like, I at this point, it's ego. Like, you really think you that girl where everybody's supposed to know you and keep you on the show just because of who you are? Somebody got to go first. Like, I was 100% on Bob's side because, like I said, I was watching it live when he was reviewing and saying those things, and it wasn't out of spite nor malice. I'm sorry that I don't know you. I'm sorry that you're upset that you went home first. Somebody had to go. Ion, and granted, she's a beautiful woman and she looks gorgeous on this reunion. Oh, girl, good God, get a grip. Like, she is so full of herself. And it's like to the point where it's off-putting. Because I too was interested in her, and I even considered, let me go binge some old Housewives of Dubai because she is funny. But it's like to be like, I'm funny, and raise your hand if I made you laugh. Yeah, I am the show, and you're just mad because I look good and I can dress and I'm funny. Bitch, please, it's a game. Like, what are you talking? Like, don't flatter yourself. Like, I really hated how they came off on this reunion. Granted, Bob and Ion are, I guess, cool, quote unquote, because he's posted her, or they posted her on their social media multiple times that they have squashed it or whatever. But it's like, why is there even anything to squash? It is a game. Period. And Bob, boom. I love that you came in drag today. Love it. Okay. Let's proceed to Brittany and Carolyn with their white woman tears versus Danielle. Who can we start with? I guess we can start with Carolyn. Carolyn just started crying when Andy asked her a question. I was like, oh my God, girl, why are you crying? And saying that, you felt like Danielle didn't respect you. It wasn't even about respect. Like Danielle said, it was an organized chaos. And Danielle owned the fact that I broke your trust and it was hard to get back on track after that. Like all of this. I mean, look, I sympathize with Carolyn when her quirkiness plays into her strategy. And even if it's not intentional, which is not, she realizes that it is a plus when it comes to gameplay. However, it still hurts her feelings when people talk about her and treat her in a certain way. My thing is, you say, quote unquote, Danielle did that, but so did the Bambis. Because I remember when I did the review on how you walked up with the Bambis, and then the moment that you left the room, they were talking shit about you. And now Gabby is your best girl. Now that her mean girl homegirls are gone. Carolyn, like, girl, bye Carolyn with the crybaby ass tears. I didn't like it. And to me, it was kind of like Rob and Carolyn versus Bob and Danielle. Just kind of like it would have been in the turret if they didn't even turn on each other. That's the vibe I got. let's talk about Brittany. Brittany, at the beginning of the Traitors, recognized that she did Danielle wrong. Throughout the whole season of the Traitors, recognized that she did Danielle wrong on Reindeer Games is what I'm talking about. And then now on the reunion, it's, oh, I only knew you for 3 hours. Bitch, please keep that same energy. Because when you came in, you started crying to me, apologizing to me for what happened on Reindeer Games. And now at the reunion, it's, I only knew you for 3 hours. We not friends. I didn't stab you in the back. Pick a struggle. Pick a struggle, bitch. And let's talk about it, because I watched and reviewed Reindeer Games. Y'all, that's why y'all should subscribe. Movie Bag got her hands in everything, okay? No, y'all might not have been friends, but it was a mutual respect. And in that challenge, everybody knew that the person that you choose last has a smidget chance of coming back. Like, it was a great chance that they would be eliminated. And you let them meaning, I think it was Nicole, talk you into choosing Danielle. Danielle is whose threat? Nobody's. But that's who you decided to choose. So yes, you did stab me in the back. Why would you choose me when I'm not even a threat? You know what I'm saying? And then Nicole went on to win the game, like the whole show. Like, look at you. You got egg on your face. Anyways, I just cannot. Shout out to Wes. I love Wes. He looks so good to me. And I really wish they spent more time with Derek. I really do, because if it wasn't for Derek, Derek and Wes were the only two faithfuls that actually were on to the Traitors. Beside of, the faithfuls winning this game was purely because the Traitors turned on each other. If the Traitors had not turned on each other, they would have turned on each other at the fire pit, and that's literally it. Everybody would have had their one faithful they brought along, and that's it. Because the faithfuls this season were trash. I mean, I feel like per usual, right? Per usual. But without Derek and Wes, bro, like, those were literally the only two faithfuls that had an inkling and went for it when it came to the Traitors. Gabby was suspicious of some people, but immediately wrote it off. Dylan was cool with all the Traitors. You know what I'm saying? So, whatever. Sure look, if you ask me. Was there anything else I had to say? Shout out to Robin for recognizing a real bitch in Danielle. Even though I myself said that Danielle's gameplay is sloppy and she's making stupid decisions and things like that, in my last review, you had to give her applause because she was the last traitor, non-recruit, standing. So no matter how sloppily she played, that girl had a good social game. We probably didn't see it, but it was there because, like I just stated, she was the last standing traitor that was non-recruit, OG traitor. So you gotta respect the gameplay. And of course, Danielle recognizing that, baby, she was definitely overacting the entire season because she was. I think that's it, you guys. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to the channel. I think this is probably the last reunion of Traitors I'm gonna watch, especially if it's anything like this, because I didn't like it. It really left a bad taste in my mouth with a lot of these cast members, for sure. Yeah, I think that's all I gotta say. It's been a season. The Traitors, y'all need to start accepting regular schmegular people again, because I'm here to apply. I want to put my money where my mouth is. Cast Movie Bag. Okay. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see y'all next time. Bye.